experience, best practices, recent valuable contribution, which is AR stands for Artificial Reef. Why? Because remember, we are maritime school, so we have to take care of our coastal environment. And this is always in partnership with various stakeholders. So in 2014, we were invited by BCCF with corporate social responsibility of taking care of the coastal environment. So we established a artificial reef program realized in 2007. Okay. So through partnership and participatory approach, there's community organizing, there's training component initiated for the benefit of the fishing community. So we established Samamaba in the community composed of fisher folks, because we have to establish that group so they will take care of the coastal area for fishing to form part of their livelihood. And the artificial reef project, this addresses safety and security of the coastal environment and livelihood and health concerns of the people. Now, what is MAAP? MAAP is a private, non-stock, non-profit education of higher learning. This was established by AMOSUP. AMOSUP is Association of Marine Officers Seamen's Union of the Philippines, composed of more than 200,000 seafarers. Because Philippines is the marine capital of the world. So everywhere you will see Filipino seafarers. And it was only established in 1998. All our students are scholars. So they're sponsored by the shipping company. So after their graduation, they all pass the licensure examination. There are 12,000 applicants, but we only get 500 scholars. So many are called, but only few are chosen. And we also have some IPs, indigenous students. Okay. And the geographic location of MAAP is it is overlooking Corregidor Island. And that strategic geographical position encourages appreciation of the coastal environment among MAAP employees and students. So since its establishment of MAAP under the leadership of Vice Admiral Eduardo Mar Santos, he is the formerly flag officer in command of the Philippine Navy, composed of 28,000 Navy personnel, men and women. He is a strong advocate of environmental protection and good management, and that is very much manifested in our policies, guidelines, our programs, spearheaded by the MAAP community. As I said, environment, care, and protection is only one of the 4 components of our Extension Services program. So what do? We conduct seminar workshops on proper care, management, and protection, conservation of coastal areas within and outside MAAP community. And then you will ask, but you are a maritime school, but we partner with experts. Okay? Collective community action, namely coastal cleanup, tree planting on a regular basis. We also support requests from external agencies. We actively implement MAAP solid-based management, coastal environmental protection management, and the incorporation of the marine pollution subject, safety of life at sea, and social responsibility subject in the curriculum of BSMT and BSMRE. Hence, providing our students needed information for them to be more committed to protect the environment as part of their training in the maritime profession. What is our policy? MAAP is committed to excellence and leadership in protecting the environment. In keeping with this policy, our objective is to reduce waste through waste minimization and conservation of energy. And by successfully managing our waste, we can achieve cost savings, increase operational effectiveness, maintain safe and healthy workplace for the MAAP community. Because management should be financial management, should be cost efficient, safety and security, and health conscious. So that's the environmental guidelines. It's everyone's responsibility. Commitment to energy conservation as well as waste minimization by applying the 3 R's, which is reduce, reuse, and recycle. Prevention of pollution by reducing and eliminating the generation of waste and emission at the source. It is a prime consideration of MAAP in management and minimization of waste. Demonstration of MAAP responsible leadership and educational citizenship by adhering to all environmental regulations. Okay. This is the first MAAP environmental protection. We conducted Oplavinis Marina project. We conduct coastal cleanup. We conduct annual international coastal cleanup, that's every September of the month. And kontrang kalat sa dagat 4. All of these are in partnership with, these are just photos, no? Just to show it's a traditional activity at MAAP, the tree planting. Even if we have special visitors and guests, we made them plant trees in our campus. And, okay. We have a mini forest project with 2,500 mahogany seedlings. And we also have this ceremonial unveiling of the signage of the Joyce Kilmer Point, the tree. You are familiar with that? Okay. So that is to increase awareness, promotion of environmental awareness among the people. We are part of also of the Clean and Green program, solid waste management seminar. So we had this study overview of a solid waste management vis-a-vis MAAP course of action, its guiding principle, implication to the solid waste management of Mariveles, Bataan. So the LGU invited, actually it's me, I was invited to talk about this. Okay. Bigay Puso Project. It provides a venue for the MAAP personal students to share their blessings to less fortunate people. Okay, Christmas cheers for the fisher folks, members of the Baylon Anito Biyaan Fisherman Association, okay, and other coastal areas within where MAAP is located. We also spearheaded the convocation building maritime partnership with the Philippine Port Authority, Marina, Philippine Coast Guard, and we partner for the every National Maritime Week celebration. We also conducted this contest like a maritime motor riding contest, port and harbor collection contest, Miss Maritime Week. Actually, this is conducted every year. Okay, MAAP midshipmen, they joined the MAAP Safety at Sea Awareness Poster Design Contest. And they also joined the Christmas decor and lantern making contest using recyclable materials. So the core function of our extension is focused on maritime-related concerns. So this certainly we partner with the MF, that's Fisheries Aquatic Resource Management Council. For Fishery Multi-Agency Consultative Summit Workshop, and it was supported by private agencies and government side. Balikatan para sa kaunlaran ng pangingisda, that means cooperation for progress in the fishing industry. This is to address the identified common needs, upliftment of the livelihood of the fisherfolk, strengthening of the fisherfolk organization, and ensure its empowerment and assurance of an environmental care and protection program. Okay. So as I said, we're a member of BCCFI. And being a school, we participated in the production or in the preparation of the Bataan Sustainable Development Strategy and the Coastal Land and CU Zoning Plan of the province of Bataan. Bataan is the first province to prepare that book. And I think it is being emulated or duplicated by Batangas. Okay, for the artificial reef project, we partner with Petron and with Total and Liquigas. And then, of course, that's through series of coordination and sharing of material. And why is that project? Why? It is a feasible solution on marine habitat rehabilitation and an answer to the dwindling fish catch of small-scale fishermen. In order, you have to protect the gas companies because of the illegal fishing, using dynamite fishing. And that's the problem, no? In Mariveles, if it's attacked by terrorists, just one dynamite, it will explode. The Mariveles will really explode. Okay, and of course, these are the project stakeholders. The MAAP, the Total, the BFOR. Okay. So private, public partnership to make it successful. Okay, why MAAP? Extension services, you're familiar with that. We share our facilities for free as venues for meetings. As an accredited private educational institution, we are granted a permit for the establishment of AR, an authority issued by the municipal, free of charge. Okay. Private business, they exercise their corporate social responsibility. They really invest in developing opportunities that will benefit the people. They provide funds. By the way, the members of BCCFI, they give 100,000. That's the least amount. Petron gives 1 million pesos. MAAP, it's a non-stock non-profit, but we provide the studies, the project proposal, the reports. Okay. Okay, Total Liquigas, before, of course, that's government, that's their job. They have the expertise, so they conduct the seminar, hands-on training, the possible sites, if the area is good for AR or if it's good for mangroves, they conduct the monitoring and evaluation. There are things that's why you need partners. You just use what's your expertise. You prepare the proposal. You seek a funding agency to provide money for your proposal. You go to the experts, the local government units, or to the government agency who conducts the seminar to train the fisher folk. So, let's see. So everything is possible now. Mariveles Municipality, see, they conduct underwater survey. So they give me the data, I prepare the paper. Assisted in the construction and deployment of the AR. They help us in the ordinance. Conduct regular patrolling and safeguarding of other project sites. Of course, the barangay, that's the smallest unit in the government. So they identify the beneficiary group because they know the people who are the legitimate members in the barangay. They agreed to undergo hand-on training in the construction, installation, management, and operation of the AR. Okay, they ensured safety and security of the AR site. Of course, this just shows what are the needed materials for the establishment. Okay, these are the materials used that were financed by Total and Liquigas. Okay, and again, MAAP counterpart are only its available manpower and facilities for education and training, as well as documenting the entire processes and activities. This is very important. Okay, these are just the resolution, approval, and how it looks like. That's the artificial reef structural design. Okay. That's the MOA signing among stakeholders and the launching of the artificial reef project. And do you not recognize one there on the photo? In the scuba diving outfit, who is she? Do you recognize? That's me. Remember, I'm a chemist, and I used to collect starfish. And so when the BFAR knew that I can scuba dive, and because they have a new scuba dive outfit, so I just. But what was the question I first asked? I asked, do you have a camera? So it's documented. See, documentation is very important. And then, because I forgot the breathing process, no? So it's how many feet was that? 20 meters. 25 to 30. So I forgot. I was so, because, if you failed. So I said, you have to clear. But they told me when I was already, we're about to take your photo. So, okay, I'll go. So there's so make it fast, I said, okay. So this is before, and this is after. Sorry, I failed to put the better photo. This is the old, okay. That's just the management and operation of AR and livelihood project, okay? Who is responsible, okay, So we submit quarterly reports to Maribeles Municipality, and the association assists the national and local government. So AR shall be firmly anchored, secured for safety reasons. No commercial fishing will be allowed within the area, technically described in the AR and 200 meters away from the boundary lines of the said permit. And of course, to maintain that AR, we need to provide livelihood project, which is payaw. No? What is the English in payaw? Payaw? Payaw. So it is situated far from the ports of MAAP, Total, and Liquigas. Okay, so, okay. So we have constructed pre-piles. That is an alternative livelihood for fisher folk. And, okay. So we conducted, of course, seminar workshops for the fisher folk by PBSP and by PAEP. Dedicated in PBSP is a foundation dedicated to promoting business sector commitment for social development. PAEP, whose goal is to empower people for sustainable development and alleviate extension to a level of discipline, vital to effective individual and social transformation. So community organizing project is geared towards establishing basic structures for sustainable livelihood support systems for the fisher folks of Maribeles, Bataan. So these are just photos just to show, okay. So there are ordinances, establishment of a marine patrol zone within the vicinity, and then members of Samamaba under livelihood support activities, okay. Strategic planning and payaw management trainings. Okay. So MAAP cadets are from the going linear of the show. These are just some photo. Okay. Coastal cleanup, tree planting, bloodletting, photos. So, in conclusion, since 2000, we have been actively involved in the protection and management of the environment. And we have this artificial reef. We have a livelihood project for the community. And this is in support by BCCFI, where MAAP, Total, Liquigas are active members. We continuously monitor and evaluate the said project. And partnership with other stakeholders in protecting coastal areas was also established and strengthened through this exercise. Okay. So we always, yearly, we document everything. I'm no longer the Director for Research and Extension. I'm External Relations Director. But this is being monitored, being evaluated as to how many fish were caught, or how many, does the quality of life of the community improved. And then we also investigated the recruitment movement from AR or vice versa, studied the tropical relationship. But this is being done by Bureau of Fisheries. But we get data from BIFAR. And we also identify top institutions with technical expertise for the technical monitoring. Okay. Yeah. So that is what we do for our environment as far as the Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific is concerned. And on the photo is my boss. Please have my picture with my boss, please. Because that's very important.
And the documentation.
The documentation. Because we would like to host a similar activity like this one in my institution. And that is in November. And I'd like to see everyone at MAAP. It's something different experience. It's really something different that we will visit the IP community, we will visit the artificial reef, we will visit IP is indigenous people, but I have another presentation, sir. It's about IP.
On a different day.
No, this is very brief.
When Professor Yin Yong is here.
It's about medicinal plants for
right.
Professor Yin Yong, but this one is customary laws.
Not today.
Not today. Okay. Because tomorrow I'm given only 20 minutes and I wanted to reduce the time.
Not sure. Tomorrow's the thesis.
One mark.
Okay, any comments or questions?